Pleasant good evening to one and all. My name is Anisha Samuel, and this evening I will be presenting to you the speech, Teen Pregnancy Prevention, originally delivered by Congresswoman Eva Clayton in the House of Representatives, Washington, D.C. on March 21st, 1997. Mr. Speaker, 30% of all out-of-wedlock births are to teenagers below the age of 20. That astonishing reality should be alarming to Congress and to the citizens of our country. More importantly, the recently implemented welfare reform has accelerated the need to address the issue of out-of-wedlock teen births. As we consider solutions to this issue, we must keep in mind that no other industrialized nation with a standard of living comparable to the United States has a problem of this dimension. On the problem of teenage pregnancy, we have the dubious distinction of leading the world. It is critical that our nation take a clear stand against teenage pregnancy and that this stand be widely publicized. We must encourage and then be engaged in a national discussion about how religious culture and public values influences both teenage pregnancy and how society responds to this dilemma. We must encourage and stimulate innovative solutions through our local schools, churches, and civil groups, as well as our local and state officials. We must foster community involvement, where each community will determine what will be appropriate and acceptable based on community standards and values. I think you would agree that these decisions must be made on a community level by individuals who care the most and who have the greatest influence with these young people. The parents, the families, the teachers, the churches, the scout leaders, and community members who know these teenagers best will determine what kind of programs that should be used to help our teenagers avoid becoming teen parents prematurely. As we consider how and where to reduce spending, let us not forget that teen pregnancy costs a heavy burden on the federal budget. If we want to balance the budget, let us begin by working towards a sound balance in the lives of thousands and thousands of young people engaged in premature childbearing. Once a teenager becomes pregnant, there is no good solution. There is pain in adoption. There is pain in abortion. There is pain and suffering giving birth and in parenting a child prematurely. The best solution is to prevent the pregnancy. Young people who believe they have a real future to risk have real incentives to delay parenting. This is why when we demand responsible behavior, we have the reciprocal obligation to offer a real future beyond early parenting and poverty. Reducing teen childbearing is likely to require more than eliminating or manipulating welfare programs. Experience tells us that threats and punishments are not the best way to get a teen to behave in a way that is good for them and their future. The most successful approach to reducing teen childbearing is to design policies and procedures that are targeted to encourage positive developmental behaviors through beneficial adult role models and job connections. We must implement pregnancy prevention programs that educate and support school-age youths between the ages of 10 and 21 in high-risk situations and family members through comprehensive social and health services with an emphasis on pregnancy prevention. Devoting more resources to reducing teen childbearing will not only save us money in the long run, but will improve the lives, health, education, economic opportunities, and the well-being of these young people and their families. Moreover, they will give hope to this nation and will have the opportunity to make a positive contribution. Mr. Speaker, we must be engaged in this effort. I thank you.